Hi you guys. Okay, I'm coming to you live from my kitchen today. Daily Health Habits Challenge number 18. Today's topic is say see ya to Starbucks. Okay, so this is gonna save you money and it's way better. Like I used to go to Starbucks all the time for their green tea lattes and I can't even anymore. So this is basically, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about Bulletproof and why it's so awesome. So if you're new here, my name's Jocelyn. Like I said, coming to you live from my kitchen. We're over halfway through our Daily Health Habits Challenge, and I've been taking you through simple tasks that I do daily to literally live my best life, okay? I'm a gold leader with doTERRA. I believe natural is the way to go 100% of the time, but I also believe that natural, the term natural, is widely kind of mislabeled and misused, okay? So hope to clarify some of that with you guys, and yeah, let's get into today. My kettle's boiling for the Bulletproof. I'm literally gonna show you guys all about it and how I do it. Okay, good. Okay, so let's get into it. So morning drinks, you guys, coffee drinkers, comment below, give me some hearts. Are you a coffee drinker? Do you need and do you like survive because of coffee or your morning drink? Let me know. Hey Alicia, hey Heather. Okay, so basically what is Bulletproof? I did a little bit of research this morning. Like I said before, I'm absolutely loving doing this challenge because it's really stretching my mind and I'm growing, I'm learning a lot doing this for you guys. So basically it's a high performance drink that has a massive impact on your energy and cognitive function. Bulletproof coffee has helped everyone from driven CEOs to professional athletes to busy parents to increase their energy so they can do more of what fulfills them. Right? Sounds freaking awesome, right? Who wouldn't want that? So where Bulletproof began, this is actually kind of a cool story. So this guy named Dave Asprey was a successful Silicon Valley entrepreneur, and he was like obese, about 300 pounds. He was feeling so horrible. He was chronically tired. His brain function was starting to suffer as it would. And then for years, I'm just reading through my notes, he tried restricting calories to work out every day. Nothing helped. And by the time he was 30, Dave's doctor told him he was at strong risk for a stroke or heart attack. So that's scary. But Dave got the idea for Bulletproof coffee after he was in Tibet. He was trekking in 2004 at 18,000 feet above sea level. I'm assuming that's feet. I don't know, actually. Leave that part out. He was above sea level, a pretty big distance, and at -10 degrees, okay? His energy was plummeting. He's like, something about him going into a local guest house, and he was handed a creamy cup of yak butter tea, okay? The butter-infused drink is a necessity for the people in Tibet who live there and work in such rugged, high-altitude terrain. The drink instantly rejuvenated him. It was like a flip was switched on in his brain and his body. Okay, that's so cool. So him he calls himself a biohacker, he wondered why the tea made him feel so good, and he embarked on years of research into why yak butter tea turned on his brain. So it's pretty cool. So that's basically where it began. It says, it gave him abundant energy, effortless mental clarity, and he felt that in the hut in Tibet. That's pretty cool. So that's how Bulletproof coffee was born. So it all starts, in his opinion, like anything, like quality is where it's at, okay? I don't want you to just use your instant coffee or your on sale coffee to make your Bulletproof and think that it's gonna change your life, because I want to give it, there needs to be some sort of it needs to be high quality in order for it to work its maximum. But saying that, if you have if you just have, your regular butter in your house and coconut oil and your coffee, whatever coffee you use right now, you want to try it, give it a shot. Just know that real Bulletproof coffee beans, or like a high quality, if you support a local roaster or whatever, those are going to be where the high quality is, and your highest and your best version of this thing. Okay, so basically let's go through it. Drink bulletproof coffee instead of breakfast. This is interesting, super duper controversial. Work with your nutritionist or whatever, or listen to your body. I personally, this works so well for my body because I work solid, basically Monday to Friday. It's kind of like my tentative work schedule is in the office, like, 9 till noon. And this way I can like start my day without these carbs sometimes. So starting your day with cereal, granola, oatmeal, toast, fruit, or another carb heavy breakfast staple like spikes your blood sugar. You get a quick burst of energy and then you'll crash and be hungry and unfocused. Okay, so often, and even if we eat like a bigger breakfast, our mind is not in the game. We are not sharp and focused because our body is working on breaking up that food and working through it or digesting or whatever. So yeah, he recommends like ditch the carb heavy breakfast, start your day with fat for fuel. So a lot of you watching this might be like, what? Like WTF? Like you want me to eat fat and like what's going on here? Or like drink fat for breakfast? So bulletproof coffee, I'm just gonna scroll through my notes. Okay, so basically what it is choose your drink of choice. I personally am not a coffee drinker, just personal choice. I love matcha, I love chai, and things like that. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna brew your whatever it is in your mug. Okay, it's super hot, it's perfect. Do not add any sugar. Do not add any sweetener at all at this point, okay? I'm gonna tell you why in a second. And then what you're gonna do is grab a piece of butter. So we're talking about Bulletproof if you're over on Instagram and wondering what the heck. So grass-fed butter is your highest quality, like organic grass-fed butter is what you want to use ideally, okay? And again, use whatever you have in your house right now, but just know that there is a better version and like a way that you can actually make a really awesome high quality version of this, okay? So with butter, you're not only getting essential fatty acids and other nutrients, but it actually makes the creamiest cup of coffee or matcha or whatever that you will have ever tasted in your whole life. Grass-fed cows are healthier than factory farmed, obviously, and the butter they produce reflects their good health. So grass-fed butter is where it's at. The next ingredient you're gonna need, so you've got your butter. I'll tell you quantities in a second. The second one is brain octane fuel. So it's actually called like brain octane. It's crazy, but another version, so you can use brain octane, that's obviously like the highest quality, the best. Next one is MCT oil. We talked a little bit about that last night. And the third one is coconut oil. So your, average hard coconut oil. This is what I tend to use because this is what I have right now. Obviously, I definitely want brain octane fuel, and that's like, on the grocery list for the near future. But yeah, again, use what you have in your home. And then different types of fats have different jobs, which was really interesting. So brain octane's molecular structure, it helps to curb your hunger, lose fat, and kick your brain into higher gear more than generic MCT oil, and it's 4 times as effective as plain coconut oil at raising your ketone levels. So I'm no expert in ketones and all those types of things, but I do know that ketones is basically, it's like AKA helping your body to run off of fat instead of sugar. This is what gives you clean burning energy with no crash for hours at a time, and brain octane fuel totally does that. So suppress hunger, lose weight, think faster, and work out harder, or like go about your day in like such a sustained, strong way. It's like, and seriously, this is so true. So this is why bulletproof coffee, matcha, chai works so well. When you drink a cup of it, you're full for hours, and you're like, there's no distracting food cravings and things like that, okay? It's really cool. So let's make it, all right? So take your cup and brew whatever I'm just holding onto my computer. So your cup with your matcha or your coffee or whatever. I'm actually gonna just whip it up really quick here and actually show you what it's like. So matcha or whatever your jam is. And then you literally pour, you have your hot water, whatever you're doing. Okay. And then you put your butter. So use about, start with, from my research it said start with a teaspoon of butter, but you can work up to more like a tablespoon or whatever. This is like I don't know, probably a couple, maybe it's probably like a tablespoon. So you put that in your drink. Some of you were like, WTF, like, what are you doing drinking butter? Butter, like fat doesn't make you fat. Fat actually is like super not in the mainstream public, right? Because science doesn't support low-fat claims at all, unfortunately. But after 60 years of low-fat, like this propaganda, everything's got to be fat-free, fat makes you fat. It's so like ingrained in our like collective psyche that many people are still fearing fat, even though like study after study shows that fat is absolutely harmless. It's the type of fat that you want to be looking for, right? So eating fat is the single most powerful way to hack your cravings, turn on your brain, lose weight, and balance your hormones. Okay, fat isn't just good for you, it's actually essential, and here's a few reasons. So reading from my notes, fat won't mess with your blood sugar levels like sugar or carbohydrates. It's pretty crazy. Fat slows the absorption of carbohydrates, which keeps blood sugar levels under control. Fat makes you feel full longer, okay? And quality fats often contain fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin A, D, E, and K. So eating fat alongside other nutrient-dense foods will increase the fat-soluble nutrients you absorb from them. Okay, so far I've got my matcha, I've got my bit of butter in there, probably about closer to a tablespoon. I'm gonna do that the same with the coconut oil. So I like to use like a teaspoon or so of coconut oil, maybe a little bit more than a teaspoon in my cup. And then you just mix it around. And then you're gonna take your high quality blender. So this is like, obviously Vitamix is where it's at. They rule the world of blenders and food processors, Vitamix. So what you do is you just put it in there and then blend it on high for, I'm gonna say like 20 or 30 seconds, and then I'm actually gonna do it because I want you to see how creamy it is. So it's gonna be loud for a second, but I'll just turn you that way. Okay, and then put it back, obviously put it back in your cup. Don't drink from the blender. All right, and I didn't show Instagram, but that is like the creamiest drink that you'll ever taste, okay? Bulletproof. It's so good. Okay, just a side note, I said don't add sugar or any sweetener. So if you usually add like a bit of honey or maple syrup or something to your drink, oh, it's so tasty. It's not recommended to do so because, according to my research, research shows even by doing that, your blood sugar level will rise and your body won't be able to be as effective at burning fat. So I know a lot of us watching this are not like, our key mission is to not, our key mission is not to burn fat. Our key mission is less brain fog, right? Or less, more action, more clarity, more like focus. Okay, so whatever works for you. Personally, obviously I'm not perfect. I use a little bit of honey, local honey in my Bulletproof, and that just like tops it off. It makes it so good. And then I also add in a drop of turmeric. Like, I love turmeric for its anti-inflammatory properties and just like it's balancing, adaptogenic, great for your blood sugars, all the things. So I add in a drop of doTERRA's turmeric oil. Do not ingest any other essential oils. Do your research. But other options are like cardamom, bergamot is like Earl Grey tea, wild orange. The sky is the limit, you guys, with ingestible oils. It's really cool. But anyway, I gotta go. I'm late to jump on the radio, Lethbridge, Jess FM with the lovely Megan. So thank you for watching. I'll be back for day 19 tomorrow. Hopefully you learned something, but I challenge you today to go make a Bulletproof with whatever ingredients you have in your home, butter, coconut oil, and whatever drink you choose, and whip it up and comment below. If you want to share, like, feel free. If you already Bulletproof, comment below when you're watching this, because a lot of people right now are probably like you're drinking butter for breakfast. Awesome. Okay. Okay, you guys, I'll see you tomorrow for day 19, I think is what I said. Okay, have a lovely day.